gonna be a little quick live. I want to tell y'all real quick, like, help y'all figure out like how to know if you're getting gang stalked or who's gang stalking you, right? And you probably like, why does he keep making these videos about the gang stalking? I want to help y'all because on this planet, when you start coming into certain knowledge and information, you have people placed around you spiritually and physically to keep you vibrating low. You know what I'm saying? Because that knowledge and information can raise the frequency and vibration. And the beings that are running this planet, they can't feed off of the energy of the masses if everybody's vibrating at a high frequency, right? So gang stalking spiritually and physically is to keep you vibrating low. It's to keep you vibrating low. It's to stop you. So to figure out who's gang stalking you, ask yourself who's trying to stop you, right? Who's trying to slow you down? Whether it's somebody driving in front of you going slow as hell, holding you up, or whether it's somebody in your family, every time you tell them you want to do something and they tell you, oh, that's not going to work, or it's so much that could go wrong if you try to pursue that, or 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 why would you do that when such and such already did that and they already failed, or this group of people already have that on lock. Like when people try to talk you out of stuff that's going to make you better, and you know this is going to make you better, these are possibly the gang stalkers that are in your life, right? And when we come down to this planet, like this is the devil's world, man. This is Satan's kingdom, right? So they have unlimited resources to try to keep this planet vibrating low. And they know where we come from, they know what we're here to do, right? So you have to know they can easily place you in a family, place you in an environment that's going to keep you at a certain frequency, right? Because they control the frequency of these environments, them being in control of the food, the music, the healthcare, etc., right? So if they place you in an environment that they're controlling via music, food, all the stuff, right? They can control you if you're not conscious of what's going on. So it's just something to be aware of when you're trying to do better and you have people trying to talk you out of stuff. These are possibly the gang stalkers in your life, right? These are possibly the gang stalkers, and it's just something to be aware of, right? So I can make this live too much longer. That's just how you know who's gang stalking you. You know what I'm saying? Who's trying to stop you from being the better version of you. If you say, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that, and somebody tries to talk you out of this shit, they're possibly one of your gang stalkers. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep you in the matrix, trying to keep you vibrating low. You know, it could be somebody in your family. You be like, oh, I want to open a business. I want to do this. I want to do that, and they, oh, that's not gonna work. And that's also them speaking witchcraft over you. Oh, that's not gonna work. Such and such did that, and they wasn't successful. They wasn't able to get no money, or their business failed. That's possibly one of the gang stalkers. And you could have gang stalkers in your family trying to just keep you low, trying to keep you vibrating low. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why you try to tell this person something positive in your life, they always got something bad to say. That's probably a gang stalker. And your whole family could be government agents. And you wonder why you just keep, or you wonder why you're the black sheep. What if you came down to this planet to do something spectacular and they placed you in a family full of agents? And the agents are gonna they ain't gonna do this shit like obvious. They're gonna be real subtle, try to downplay your accomplishments. Every time you achieve something, they try to just downplay it, and they boost somebody else up that's not even doing nothing, right? Trying to lower your vibration. That will make you feel low inside. Your family downplaying your accomplishments, and they're not proud of the shit you're accomplishing, but they praise somebody else for doing a little bit of nothing. That'll make you feel kind of low. That'll lower your vibration. And your whole family could be gang stalkers, government agents, and you would never know, right? So, how to identify the gang stalkers? Who's trying to keep you vibrating low? Who's trying to keep you low, man? You know what I'm saying? Who's trying to talk you out of positive shit? Or that's with the family, right? Or friends. Or if you're driving, how to identify the gang stalkers in public? Because you may be being followed and you don't even know. Just pay attention when you go out. Who keeps trying to have these interactions with you? Who's trying to bump into you and do all this shit? You know, trying to keep you vibrating low. Because every time somebody bumps into you, walks into you, they lower your vibration a little bit. And not even it's not that these like the gang stalking. Well, people have to realize if you're in this gang stalking program, and a lot of people, my subscribers or the people I build up on this platform are not really used to me talking about the gang stalking shit. I'm usually talking about race shit, genetics, and all this shit. But the gang stalking, right? The whole purpose of the gang stalking is, like I told y'all, is to keep you at a low vibration. And you may be in the gang stalking program. What was I about to say about this shit? You may be in the gang stalking program right now and not even know it. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit to be conscious of, man. How to identify the gang stalkers? Who's trying to keep you vibrating low? You know, who's trying to keep you stuck in the matrix? Because we got people all around us, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got people all around us. And they place these people around us to keep us at a certain vibration. So if you got somebody, or for instance, this is what I was saying. I kind of lost my train of thought. This is what I was saying though. How to identify the gang stalkers in public? Because you could be part of this program and you don't even know it. And they just monitoring you, just keeping you sleep. You know, because you may be dangerous as fuck. You may be dangerous once you awaken. So they got to just watch you and just keep you working your job, just keep you sleep, keep you plugged in. Because once you unplug from the matrix, you're going to be dangerous. You're going to have an awakening. You know what I'm saying? And once you have an awakening, you may awaken others. So they got to keep you plugged in. So you could be getting gang stalked right now. How to identify it in public. If you're not familiar, that's what I was saying. Most of my subscribers not familiar with me talking about this gang stalking. Yeah, my bad, y'all. But what I was telling y'all though, just and I can make this shit too much longer because the phone just got hot. But just pay attention to the interactions that people try to have with you, right? Pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? If you may be getting gang stalked and you don't even know this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just pay attention to when people try to have all these interactions, and all that shit is to lower your vibration and to fuck with your nervous system. Cause they're not just doing it. This is a psychological, the gang stalking shit. This is a military program, right? This is a military program, and the whole purpose of the shit is to fuck with your head and make you feel like you going crazy, right? And also to make you look crazy. So if you get to telling somebody some shit like, oh yeah, you know the government, this and that, yada yada, they gonna be looking at you like this motherfucker is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because most people are asleep, right? Just how people be trying to tell people about Jesus and all this shit, and and when they doing all this evil shit and they feel like the person is asleep because they disconnected from Jesus. When you're not knowing what's going on, like you're not aware, you're asleep. And I was asleep at one point too, and I was having all these interactions with people not knowing what's going on, like and you just pay attention on a daily basis. It's probably people that walk into you, try to synchronize all these interactions with you. You trying to walk in the store, or you're driving, or etc. And they'll wait until you get to a certain position, a certain area, etc., and then they'll try to walk into you, bump into you, and that's going to mess with your nervous system. It's going to stop you from manifesting. That's the whole purpose of the gang stalking. It's to fuck with your nervous system, right? It's not to just mess with you and oh you're mad and you're this and that. Same time it's to provoke you. You know what I'm saying? Because they got all type of tactics. They got street theater tactics, where I could walk up to you. It could be me and two other people, right? It's three of us, and we're gonna try to get you locked up, right? We're gonna try to make you crash out, and I'm willing to get knocked the fuck out. I'm willing to get beat up, anything, right? Just to get you to crash out. So me, I'm gonna walk up to you. I'm gonna bump into you. I'm gonna fuck around, step on your shoe in accident, right? I'm gonna do all this shit, or I'm gonna just fuck with you, right? Try to get you to get out your character and try to provoke you. And once I provoke you and you punch on me or you do whatever you do to me or assault me, I got. Yeah, my phone keep overheating. But yeah, my bad, y'all, my bad. I work 9 to 5 still after my awakening. I'm experiencing this right now, but I work gang stalking. Yeah, my phone is overheating, y'all, my bad. But if you're experiencing gang stalking at work, you damn near have to start your own business or just try to get cool with the manager, right? Because I experienced the same shit. You got to try to build a relationship with the manager and show the manager that you cool, right? You got to show. And my bad for the live skipping because it could be them, but it's probably because my phone is hot. I don't know why, like, you know what I'm saying, why it's not even really hot right now, but this shit's getting hot. But if you're going through the gang stalking at work, you got to try to get cool with the manager, you know what I'm saying, and slowly show them that, like, you know what I'm saying, bring it to the manager's attention, you know what I'm saying? or if the manager's doing this shit too, you got to just try to get you another job. Don't wait till because if you're getting gang stalked at work, they're going to keep on doing this shit until you fuck around and want to quit. And they're going to keep on turning it up and stress you out, make it hard for you to work. So you see, you got to start you a business or just try to find you another job, but don't announce to everybody in the job that you're about to leave that job. Like, yeah, I'm tired of y'all, man. Fuck y'all, I'm about to get another job. Just slowly but surely start looking for another job or start you a little side business. But still, even if you start you a little side business, a little side hustle, just keep the gig though. You know what I'm saying? Keep the gig, because the gig is that for show money. That's for show. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get the money for show going to the gig. So just keep the gig and slowly but surely just try to get out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because I was getting gang stalked at work, and the whole purpose, like the you got to understand, like you have an advantage if you know that you're getting gang stalked. And I hope y'all can hear me. I got this little fan on right now, so the phone won't overheat. But you have to understand, like, you have an advantage in a way. If you know you're getting gang stalked, you know what's going on, you have an advantage. Because I didn't know I was getting gang stalked, right? I left the state and all this shit. I went to a whole nother fucking state to get away from this shit, right? And it's not, you can't get away from this shit. You can't get away from this shit, right? It's spiritual and it's physical. They got organizations and it's actual, you can't escape the spiritual realm. It's all over this realm. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really escape it. Yeah, but when you know what's going on, you have an advantage. If you know you have an organization of people that are literally are assigned to you and they follow you on a daily basis, try to make your life harder. And you have people in your family that can be a part of this shit too. And you have to deal with the shit in the spiritual realm with the NPCs and people that are botted out because of the music and the food, and under hypnosis because of the music, and easier. It's easier for them to be programmed because they're eating the food. You have to deal with that gang stalking too. And it's only going to happen. You're only going to get gang stalked, in my opinion, when you're trying to vibrate high. Because why else would they mess with you? Why else would they mess with you if you're vibrating low? You know what I'm saying? You might be getting gang stalked while you're vibrating low, and you don't even know. But they just watching you and doing little shit to you that you may be used to already, just to keep you vibrating low. You used to going to a job agency, applying to a job and not getting a job. You used to this shit. That's gonna keep you vibrating at a certain frequency. You used to motherfuckers mean mugging you because you black, etc. That's gonna keep you vibrating at a certain frequency. And these could all be gang stalkers. You don't even know. You just like, yeah, motherfucker just racist, this and that. And these are people just trying to keep you vibrating at a certain frequency. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have purposes on this planet. And these motherfuckers know. Once you come down to this planet, they know. And if they be like, damn, this person's going to wake up a lot of people. If they wake up a lot of people, I'm not going to be able to sell them this poison in the medication and in the food, because they're going to wake up a lot of people. So I got to place this little baby into a family of people that's going to constantly trying to make this person seem like they're dumb, they're not smart, you know, they're the black sheep of the family, we don't love them, etc. So this person can feel like they won't walk in their purpose, or they won't even believe the shit that the whatever the Most High is telling them, like, yeah, you're great, etc. This and that. They won't even believe it because they got a family full of people that's agents telling them otherwise. You know what I'm saying? And the government could have placed you in this family the whole time. You know what I'm saying? To keep you vibrating low, right? Could be a family full of gang stalkers. But if you're dealing with it at work, you then got to just try to find another job, slowly but surely try to find another job, or try to get cool with the manager, or try to see if you can work alone. It depends on what type of job you got, etc. What type of, you know, the situation. But if you could try to work alone, have you work alone, or try to get cool with the manager and show the manager that you're not on the bush, you're just there to work, and bring it to the manager's attention. You know what I'm saying? Or try to become a manager yourself, or just get another job. Shit. Yeah, I'm about to end this shit soon. The fucking live keeps skipping this shit, right? So I'm about to get off this shit real quick, man. And I apologize for the live skipping. The phone is getting hot. I don't know why the phone is getting hot. It's not even hot for real, but yeah, man. Just don't let the gang stalking shit bother you. If you want to know who's gang stalking, you can have somebody in your family, or say you're going through some shit. You try to bring it to somebody in your family's attention, like, damn, this is happening, this is happening, and they try to immediately turn into some other shit, like, oh, you overthinking, or you doing this, or maybe you looking at it the wrong way, etc. Like, why are you not on my side if you love me? Why are you going against me? And those could be the gang stalkers. That's how you identify the gang stalkers. Say if we family, right, or we friends, and you walk up to me like, damn, this person is fucking with me, such and such, they keep fucking with me, and I tell you like, oh, maybe you're looking at it the wrong way, maybe you're fucking with them. Like, why the fuck are you not on my side? That's how you know who the gang stalker is. Same time you could be wrong, but if you notice a pattern of this shit, like every time I tell these people something, like that something is going wrong or that somebody's fuck with me, they try to like downplay it and make it seem like I'm tripping. And then or you go through some shit that was fucked up and you try to bring it to somebody's attention and they just downplay the shit. Those are probably the gang stalkers in your life, and they could be your family members, etc. Putting you through shit so you won't have your awakening. Because you may have an awakening and you may become a doctor, anything, a holistic healer, anything. You know what I'm saying? We all down here to raise the frequency of the planet on my organic beings. You know what I'm saying? And they notice when we come down here. Even if you're an inorganic being and you're trying to vibrate high, you're going to start getting gang stalked too. Because why are you trying to vibrate high? When this world is ran off of negative energy, why are you trying to? That's like me selling weed to everybody and you trying to get people sober off the weed. Why the fuck are you trying to get people sober when I make money off people being addicted to weed? So what the fuck are you doing trying to get people sober? What are you doing? I got to get you out the way. I got to make it seem like your weed is, I got to make it seem like you're not getting people sober, you're poisoning people. I got to make it seem like you're tripping, you're crazy. I got to gang stalk you. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna make this shit too much longer because I don't want the shit to keep getting hot. But if you got people in your family, etc., or your friend group, and you try to do some positive shit, you try to, what you feel like is like get to the next level, or I want to stop smoking weed, or I want to start doing this and doing that, or start working out, or stop eating fast food, and they try to make jokes or downplay that shit, those are probably gang stalkers. And they probably keep you vibrating at a certain frequency, and you don't even know it, because they constantly suggest shit to you and try to manipulate you into doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Try to make you feel like, oh, you're lame if you don't participate in this and that. Whole time, this and that's gonna lower your vibration, keep you stuck in the matrix. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware, the people that's trying to downplay your greatness, trying to talk you out of doing good shit, those are possibly the gang stalkers that are around you, that have been placed around you. You know what I'm saying? Have been placed around you. These people have unlimited resources. They could follow you, have a female walk in your path, and she be a whole agent to destroy your life, to keep you plugged in the matrix. And they could have sent her to you, to walk into you, bump into you, and to keep on crossing your path so it can make it seem like it's a coincidence. You like, damn, I keep on running into her, yada yada. Same time, it could be something that's like spiritual, destined to happen, etc. But it could be them sending this scenario to you, sending a female to you, sending a nigga to you. You know what I'm saying? To get you, to throw you off your shit, get you off your path, so it prolongs your spiritual awakening. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware, if you get into a situation with friends or family and they're trying to keep you, like, lower your vibration, keep you stagnant, these are probably gang stalkers around you. When you go out in public and you have all these strangers trying to have these interactions, just pay attention. That's why I made a live previously saying that technology has given gang stalkers an advantage. You may be getting gang stalked every day, people trying to keep you vibrating low, and they faking like they're on their phone. They're acting like they're on their phone. They walking into you, bumping into you, acting like they're on their phone. Bumping into you, not paying attention, acting like they're not paying attention. Acting like they're looking somewhere else. Just pay attention to that. And if you start noticing patterns, you may be in a gang stalking program too. And they're trying to keep you vibrating low, trying to stop your awakening. You know what I'm saying? Because you may have an awakening and get to speaking out, and then more people start to wake up. And then more people start to wake up. And then when everybody's awoke and ain't nobody smoking weed no more, I ain't gonna be able to sell no weed no more. Everybody's sold. Ain't nobody smoking weed no more. I ain't gonna be able to sell y'all weed and get y'all addicted to the weed. And then with y'all being addicted to the weed, y'all gonna be addicted to the snacks. And the snacks is full of poison too, right? And then you eat the snacks that's full of poison. Now you got to go to the doctor and get the poison medication, right? So it just fucks you up all the way. You may get to speaking out and stop people from participating in all the shit that's gonna, all of these motherfucking weapons that they have, the food, you know, the music, all this shit. It's just an example, right? So it's just something to be aware of. Pay attention to who's trying to, in public, who's trying to synchronize with you, who's trying to walk into you, bump into you. Like, people aren't dumb. Some people are dumb in this NPCs. You can tell the difference. Like when it's an accident, like somebody rushing and they like, you know, y'all both kind of rushing a little bit and he or she bumping into you. You can tell when it's an accident, like, oh, my bad. Okay, that was an accident, right? Like, okay, my bad. But when somebody's like, it's like, ain't no way. Or like, you see somebody right there just to the side, like looking at some shit, and you figure, like, okay, I can walk past. They're not gonna just turn and walk into me because they got their space. I can walk past, right? And you walk past and they turn into you. Oh, my bad.
probably one of your gang stalkers. You may have a lot of people around you doing that shit all day, and it's not gonna have you like, you may not be aware of it. It's not gonna have you like mad, but once you're aware of the shit, it's gonna have you mad, right? Once you're conscious of the shit, you peep the patterns, it's gonna have you mad. But the whole purpose of this shit is to fuck with your nervous system, so you can't manifest. You know what I'm saying? To keep on bumping into you. And they can manipulate you into manifesting what they want you to manifest, because we're going to manifest regardless. If you're an organic being with the neuromelanin, you're going to manifest regardless, right? So they can constantly put people around you, have the music play, all type of shit to manipulate you to manifest what they want you to manifest, because they can't manifest. They have to use us to manifest, right? And they know this. They just have unlimited resources. So if you don't have a soul in your body, but you have unlimited resources, you're gonna want to do you're gonna want to be in control. If you don't have a soul, right, you're gonna want to be in complete control of the physical, because that's all you have is this physical world, this money system, all this shit. So you're gonna want to be completely in control of it. This is how these people feel, because they know the truth about their genetics and all this shit, right? People are walking around asleep by design because of the food and the music. So once you get past the programming, you're gonna realize, like, damn, I probably had people following me my whole life. My family could be gang stalkers. Pay attention to the people that's when you're driving and somebody just driving right on the side of you with some shades on, going the same speed as you. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to the patterns, and then you will identify who's gang stalking you, or if you're in this gang stalking program, because you could be in a program and you don't even know it. People walking into you in the store, all of these interactions are to lower your vibration and to mess with your nervous system. Because when they mess with your nervous system, they're stopping you from manifesting, because you manifest from your nervous system. You know what I'm saying? You manifest from your nervous system. When you're at peace, when your nerves you're calm, that's why they constantly try to disrupt your peace. You may be in your apartment just chilling, and motherfucker get the banging on the wall or some shit. Get the stomping all hard up and down the stairs. That's going to throw off your peace, mess with your nervous system, and throw off your manifestation process. And that's the whole purpose of the gang stalking. If you vibrating low, you may not even know that you're getting gang stalked. Because I know for sure, now that I think about it, I have people like watching me with shades on, like in front of me, going slow driving, watching me with shades, and I'll be peeping people watching me, and all type of synchronicities, all this shit, like people bumping this, all type of shit, but I wasn't paying attention to this shit. Or somebody trying to provoke me in public, and I actually get provoked, and I do some wild shit, and now I got to go back and forth to court. I wasn't aware of this shit. That's why I just wanted to bring awareness to this shit, so y'all can be aware of what's going on, so you won't crash out, think that somebody's messing with you or this and that, or that you're going crazy. You could be in this gang stalking program, and they're trying to stop you from having your awakening. Because once you have your awakening, you might get to talking, and then you may awaken more people. And like I told you, if I sell weed to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's asleep, and somebody's going around trying to wake people up. And once they wake up, they're not going to buy the weed no more. I'm going to try to stop that shit. What the fuck are you doing? I got to sell this weed. I got to get that money. And it's not about the money. It's about the energy. Because they print the money. It's about the energy. It's about keeping us at a low vibration. They harvesting our energy on this planet. You know what I'm saying? And when people start getting aware of that and start waking up and stop giving their energy to this matrix, they're going to get gang stalked. You know what I'm saying? And not even that, you probably getting gang stalked to keep you in this matrix. You may be getting gang stalked at work, etc., to keep you vibrating low. Because you may be on your job, you starting to move up on your job, you starting to save money and shit. You breaking out the matrix. You know what I'm saying? So they got to keep people fucking with you, make you want to quit that job. So now you got to go find another job, and then they can stop you from getting another job. All this shit, you got to be aware of this shit. And that's why I'm trying to bring awareness to this. So once you're aware of it, you know what's going on. It's okay. It's like if you go to it's like every time you ride the train downtown, something comes up missing. You end up losing your wallet or something, right? If you were aware that there's a pickpocketer on that train, on the night train when it's crowded, that's pickpocketing your wallet, you will be able to keep your wallet in your pocket, right? You won't have to go through the drama of, I got to go to the DMV, I got to get another ID, I got to get another social security card because somebody stole my wallet, I got to get my money, I got to replace my debit card, all this shit, right? You got to go through all these inconveniences because somebody pickpockets your wallet. You're not aware of the pickpocketer. Now, if you're aware of the pickpocketer, you can avoid the pickpocketer. Now you got your wallet in your pocket. You got your wallet, you got all your shit. You ain't got to go through all these inconveniences to replace it. If you're aware of the gang stalker on your job or the gang stalker trying to provoke you in public, you're not going to fire on the gang stalker, try to kick the gang stalker's ass, try to beat somebody up, and you get killed, or you fuck around and hurt somebody, and now you got to deal with the bullshit, or you get killed. right? Or you're on the job and somebody's messing with you and you lose your job, and now you got to deal with all of these inconveniences for losing your job because of the gang stalker. Once you're aware of the gang stalker and this little shit that's going on, what they're doing to people, you'll be able to keep your job. You'll be able to keep your wallet on the train because you know there's a pickpocketer. You know when you go into certain jobs, you may have gang stalkers there, people that are in the spiritual too. You got to be aware of both. You got to be aware of the spiritual shit and the physical shit. Because once you're aware of this shit, you'll be able to keep that job. Like, okay, you'll be like, okay, this is my gang stalker right here, so I'm gonna just avoid that person. Or just walk up to the gang stalker and be cool. Just throw them the fuck off. You see them giving you some bad vibes, be cool. Like, you know what? Oh, bro, those shoes is hard. Or y'all just give a motherfucker a compliment and just throw them the fuck off. And if you're getting gang stalked, just try to do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Give them up for just try to throw the gang stalker off. Or, you know, this is a gang stalker. This is somebody that's trying to try to make me lose my job. Avoid them or present the shit to your manager. But when you know that you're getting gang stalked, you have an advantage over this shit. Because if you don't know you're getting gang stalked, you think somebody just, or it's a coincidence, you're going to fuck around and crash it on your job. And that whole situation was for you to lose your job. Now it's harder for you to pay your bills. Now you're vibrating low. Now you're trying to figure out how you're going to pay your bills, and that's going to have some negative energy coming off your aura. And the whole purpose of this shit is to have you vibrating low. So you can't have your awakening. You know what I'm saying? To keep you in this matrix. So I'm going to make this video too much longer. I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, man.